A few weeks ago, I went to Taiwan with a girl I barely knew, and this is how it went. Enjoy!
Hi guys, I'm at the airport. Today we're going to Taipei, Taiwan.
A key piece of information for you, I cannot eat before flights, so I had been fasting for around, I don't know, maybe 20 hours at this point.
Someone told me to try this milk tea, so I'm gonna try it now. Eddie says maybe not delicious. なぜ？甘すぎるかも。あ、コンビニだから？まあでも、そうなの？ Well, the 7-Eleven is very different from the Japanese 7-Eleven. But they had some similar things. ちょっとなんか似てるものがあったよ。ちょっとだけ？ちょっとだけ？全部違う？見た目だけ？見た目だけ。OK。じゃあ、I'll いただきますね。あ、でも、it's yummy。甘い。甘いでしょ。甘い。甘い甘い。
Here's another piece of information for you. I absolutely hate garlic, and Edie knew that, and she took me to this place, and this food was covered in garlic sauce. So, unfortunately, I hated it, but I ate all of it to be polite, I guess. We were walking around this night market, and there were barely any people there because there had been a typhoon just before we landed, and it was still kind of rainy, so most people, I guess, stayed home, and some of the night market stalls also just didn't bother showing up, so it was kind of empty when we got there. But yeah, it was still fun to walk around and see everything.
Mushroom. Everyone, I had to get new shoes because the streets in Taiwan are so slippery. It was terrible. Like I left Europe to go to Taiwan and also get European Kinder chocolate. Kinder Happy Hippo. I also got pea crackers. I'm not sure how they'll taste. And of course, because I'm Kurdish, I got some sunflower seeds, 500 grams. I'm gonna take these back to Japan. And I also got some coconut water because I really missed coconut water. So delicious. Guys, other than that, I barely ate anything today. I don't know, I feel like Taiwanese food and we're not gonna be friends, sadly. I tried one of her buns that she had. That was okay. That was, it wasn't super delicious, but it was also not bad. It's just not for me. I don't know. I don't like the tastes. I also don't like garlic. That's my main issue. And I don't like pork. That's my second main issue. And a lot of the things here apparently have pork or garlic. By no way am I trying to bash the food here. It's just not for me. I'm very picky. It's my problem. I'm the issue here. I do have to say though, the sweets are bussin'. And the drinks, bussin'. So I was like trying to walk around in my sneakers, but some of the pedestrian walks were like super smooth, fancy, not safe. No anshin, no anzen, so abunai. So I got some super fashionable plastic shoes. Look at them. It's so funny. And my Pumas? No. Puma, what the heck? Your shoes have no grip whatsoever. What is that, Puma? Puma, I love you, but you need to do something about this because I almost died 1,000,000 times today. What the heck? See you tomorrow for day 2.
On the second day, we decided to go to a temple, and this one was very beautiful, and I really love that like throughout Asia, their temples, they have like similar vibes, but it's still very, very different. And so I was so used to seeing Japanese temples, and I really loved how this one looked so different, especially like the architecture of it and the little details here and there. It was so artsy, and I took so many photos here that I posted on my Instagram as well. And yeah, I really enjoyed having a look at this temple. It was really, really cool. And I also love the colors, because it's like dark, like black, and like red and gold, and like what a mix, right? I love it, absolutely love it. People were praying, people were getting their fortunes. I got this. You can Google Translate it to figure out my fortune if you want, and if not, then don't. I don't care. We then went to Ximending, I think. Maybe I'm butchering the name, but it's okay. And it reminded me a lot of like Nihonbashi or like Akihabara in Tokyo. And yeah, you could get a lot of like fun things here. There were a lot of fun shops, a lot of souvenirs as well, and of course bubble tea. They're making tapioca here, and it was so cool to see like all of this. But yeah, pro tip, go to the side streets, because there's a lot of different tapioca and bubble tea shops that are much cheaper than that one that you saw earlier. And yeah, we got another one for $2. Wow, so cheap. And I enjoyed my tea every day, and multiple teas every day. You know, it was kind of funny. This girl I was with, she was looking for some specific Labubu stuff. And she asked the Pop Mart people if they had them, and they were like, no, but if you go like to the next store next door, or like across the street, they are resellers and they might have them. It was so weird. Like they were basically saying like, okay, you can just go there and buy it for more expensive because we don't have it. But anyway, you can get it there. Yeah.
これ日本円にしたら5000円以上ってこと？マジか。
I'll be honest, from this time on, we had decided to split up because we were not vibing very well for some reason. And, well, I know the reason, but I don't want to talk about it. Anyway, I started to walk around by myself, and I had a blast. And I was so hungry at this point because I hadn't eaten for the past, I don't know how many hours. And I was like, let me get a drink, because drinks are safe. They do not have anything that I cannot stomach. So I got a drink, and I decided to walk around and also take some photos, and I did do a little bit of filming here. But yeah, we ended up meeting each other again at the station, so I had to find my way back there, and we decided to split up again after this, and yeah, that was pretty nice. So yeah, guys, be careful who you go travel with.
My blood がほぼ全部 tea です。My tea blood。
When we split up again, I decided to go shopping by myself, and this was the best time I had in Taiwan. It was so cool.
Okay, I got some pants. I talked to the ladies in some broken Chinese, which was pretty cool. The store didn't allow any like filming, so I didn't film, but yeah, it was fun. I talked to them and they were like trying to talk to me. That was pretty cool. And they were like, "You speak some Chinese?" And I was like, "Well, no, but thank you." They were like, "Your face is beautiful." I was like, "You can't see my face. I'm wearing a mask." And then they were laughing. And I was laughing too. I'm trying to find my way back to the hotel. Supposedly it's not that far. So yeah, I'll probably find it. Look at this park though. So cute. Taiwan is pretty cool. It's just that I feel like I expected things to be a little cheaper, but that's because I earn money in Japanese yen, and for people with Japanese yen, everything's kind of expensive right now because our yen is so weak. But yeah, because I just bought these pants and then I was like, oh, they're so expensive in Japanese yen, and then I converted the price to euros and I was like, okay, that's a pretty okay price for these pants. In Germany you would get maybe one of these for that price. So I was like, oh yeah, that's just like my Japanese poverty speaking. Anyway, I don't know where I'm going. 1 second. Oh, I'm going the right way. Nice. I got the cutest pajamas and I don't know if they will fit me because they didn't have a, what's it called? Like they didn't allow you to try them on. So I'll show them first and then I'll let you know if they fit or not. So these are the shorts and I'm sure they won't fit, but they're pretty stretchy, so maybe I'm just fat, you know? And then this is the top. Isn't it so cute? It has like my vibes. I don't know. And then these are the heckin' expensive pants that I got. I got these. And then I also got these. Like that. Like this. Yeah, so I'll try them on now and I'll show you. Did I show you my pajamas too? I'm not sure. What the hell? So cute. Okay, now I'm pretty happy that I got these pants because they're so cute. Wait. Okay, so here are the others. They're very big and they have these like things in the front. I'm happy if I have my tea. Tea is good, life is good. Tea is not for free, but tea is all that is in my veins right now. Okay.
Hi.
谢谢
Thank you.
Thank you, so nice.
You too.
Thank you. Bye bye. So cute. Okay. Cotton pants again. Some pink pants. They were so cheap, but I don't have any money anymore. Okay guys, I'm sure this is where all the girlies buy their stuff because stuff is cheap here. Hey! I wanted to show you the view from the hotel. It's really, yeah, not that great, but like it's very Taiwan, I feel. Like there's some really old buildings over here, then a few newer buildings. What I really like about Taiwan is the buildings where they have a lot of greenery coming out of like the most unexpected places. Let me try to zoom actually. Wait. Okay. Like here, it's like, okay, yeah, I guess not right. But if you go look at the older building over here, there's a whole bush coming out of like there and some greenery coming out of there. And that's really common here, apparently. I've seen so many places like that, and I feel like it looks really cool. And kind of gives me like movie vibes where the nature has taken over the cities again. But yeah, that's just like what is the closest association that I have. But I felt like it looked really cool. Anyway, this is the view from the hotel. If you were wondering about the hotel, we were staying at, I think it's called Yisu Hotel. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly or if my tones are all whack. 1 second, just yeah, maybe the tones are all whack. And the staff is really nice. The hotel room was pretty nice. What I didn't like was the shower. The shower is a little dirty, but yeah, I'm not gonna show you that. And yeah, what else? Oh, thing that I don't like about Taiwan, but this is not just for Taiwan, but also other countries in Asia, is the toilet thing where you can't flush the toilet paper. So I had to look for toilets where I can flush toilet paper, and usually that's gonna be like the toilets inside the metro stations. There you can flush toilet paper. So if you need to go to the toilet and you really want to flush your toilet paper, go there, because yeah, I guess you can think of the reason for yourself. Anyway, my friend has gone to the post office to bring a package that she's gonna send to herself in Japan. So all my stuff is in my backpack, and I already checked with her like weight, like she has a small weight scale thing, and it said it was about 6 kilos, and then I put a few things on top, so I think 7 kilos should be okay. And then I'm gonna throw away my Pumas, my Puma shoes, because they were so slippery that I think I'll just get new shoes, because it's gonna be winter soon, and if there's gonna be more rain and like snow, these are not safe to wear anyway. So I'm going home in these super stylish plastic shoes, and then I'll just have to buy shoes on Saturday, I guess, and then until then I can also wear my other shoes in Japan. But yeah, the Pumas in the rain, no, Puma, you have to do something about that. There's also something else I found out. So last night I did some research, because I was like, it can't be that hard for me to find food. What is it that I don't like? What is it that makes my stomach upset or whatever? And I figured out that they use soybean oil for most places here.
like in restaurants and like, I don't know, bakeries or something, I figured out that they use mostly soy-based oils, and I'm soy intolerant, which means I would probably not be able to survive here, and that is the problem that I had. And also I don't like the taste of the oil itself and the smell of the oil, and I was like, what kind of oil is this? I've never smelled this before, and I've never tasted this before. And then after we had something to eat, I was like, well, first of all, I didn't like the food that we ate, but I was like, maybe I'll like something else. But my friend, she also ordered some fried vegetables and fried chicken skin, and I tried some of her, I don't know what it was, mushroom and something green. And the mushroom, the something green thing, wasn't bad. Like, I love mushrooms and green stuff, but the oil on it, I was like, it's this taste again. And yeah, I figured out it's soy-based oil, and that's why I cannot stomach it. And that's why yesterday I was almost fasting. I had some nuts in the evening. Here's a picture of the nuts, if I haven't showed you yet. Nuts and some potato snacks. And that's all I had to eat yesterday. And then I had like all the bubble teas and all the teas without bubbles as well. So yeah. And then today we're probably not gonna do much anymore because we have to check out by 11 and we have to go back to the airport around 12. So yeah, and then we're gonna be at the airport until we go back home to Japan. We'll be in Japan in the evening, and I'm really happy that when I land I can eat some stuff that doesn't have soybean oil. I'm really looking forward to tuna mayo onigiri. Yeah, I'm a simple person like that. Yeah, you may be wondering why I didn't have like fruit or something last night, because at the night market they did have really nice looking fruit, but at that point my stomach was already so upset from the soybean oil, apparently, that I was like, I can't eat, I can't eat. And then I had my nuts around like 10 p.m. That was so late for me to eat, because I usually don't. I try to not eat anything anymore in the evening, but yeah, I had to eat something. So yeah, the weather is good today, so I think we'll have a safe flight. And my plan is to put like my cameras and everything in these gigantic, enormous pockets, so that my luggage is a bit lighter, and that I don't have to pay for more luggage. Yeah, that's basically all. I'm not sure if I'll talk to you guys again here or if I'll just like do voiceover. Peace out.
All in all, I really enjoyed Taiwan, and I think I want to go back, but definitely on my own or with someone else. But yeah, that was like another story. Anyway, the food situation was kind of unfortunate, but that's because I'm 1, picky, and 2, I cannot have soy stuff. Soy sauce is okay, everything else is not. And yeah, that was kind of my fault for not doing the research beforehand. But yeah, see you next time.